Flamin' Hot Chicken Sandwich. Let's try this. First thing I had to do was marinate my chicken overnight with some mustard, honey, smoked paprika, chipotle, salt, pepper. Mix it up really good. Throw the chicken in, seal it up, and put it in the fridge. So I wasn't really thinking about this when I started the project, but my wife and kids are all kind of allergic to dairy to different degrees, and of course Cheetos have cheese in them, so that wasn't going to work. So my son and I did a little taste test.
Good. So the Flamin' Hot Cheetos is dairy.
I know.
That's the one that you shouldn't have.
I will have one.
We'll have one. I feel like we should work our way up. This is the vegan one. This is Vegan Rob's Dragon Puffs, which is kind of like orange.
Not that hot. You got a weird
Not-
taste in it.
I mean, it tastes like a cheesy poof. Ruffles Flamin' Hot barbecue chips. Say that they have milk ingredients somewhere in the bottom, in the flavoring, which is like the bottom ingredient. They don't say what the milk ingredient is. Maybe it's whey. I don't know. This is at least bright red, so it's a step in the right direction. It tastes good.
It's really good.
I mean, a little spicy, tiny bit.
I mean, I can't really tell.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Straight up cheese and whatever. Very tasty. And not that spicy. A little bit spicier.
Should we use the Ruffles for it?
I think we should use the Ruffles, and I won't combine it with... Yeah, that's not very spicy. Yeah, I was worried that the Flamin' Hot Cheetos are going to be like super spicy.
No.
And then we'd have to mix it with like cornflakes, so I got cornflakes, but we don't need that at all. Even if it was just the Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
No, it is nice to...
I'm gonna try potato chip fried chicken. Wow.
So we get the oil into our nice cast iron pan and get the heat on while we get other things going. Get the whole bag of potato chips and grind it up to a pretty fine consistency. And then we start working on our dry mix. We get some arrowroot starch, some gluten-free baking flour. You can use wheat flour if you don't care about the gluten-free stuff, and salt, pepper. Mix it all up and set it aside. And we start working on our wet mix. We got a few eggs and some cassava flour, and we got some salt and smoked paprika and a little bit of sage. The original recipe called for poultry seasoning, but I didn't have any, so I figured paprika and sage would work. And then about a small bottle's worth of seltzer. You can't seem to find seltzer in Los Angeles, so sparkling spring water was what I had to work with. Mix it up all good and nice and set it aside. Then you get out your marinated chicken and then pat it all nice and dry. And then the order is the dry flour mix first, and pat off any excess. And then a nice dredging in the wet mix. And then into the spicy chip crumbs. Now, a lot of the videos I saw said to really just push the crumbs into the meat, or push the meat into the crumbs just to get it really embedded in there. So that's what I did. And then into the oil. Now, I don't have a meat thermometer that works right now, so I was kind of eyeballing it. So about after 5 minutes, I flipped them over. It seemed nice and crispy. And then after another few minutes on the other side, they seemed good, so I took them out. I checked one to see if, of course, it was done and to see how it tasted. And it didn't seem really that spicy, so I decided that for the sandwich topping, I would do some chipotle mayo with a little added sriracha. And then I decided to get my buns all nice and buttery toasty, but I overheated the pan. That's not what I intended to happen. A little more burnt than I had planned, but it still worked. Scratch test. I gotta do the old scratch test. Because that's what you do on Instagram when you have crunchy food. So now it is assembly time. Get the spicy mayo on both sides, some pickles on the bottom. Then the chicken tenders. A little bit of shredded lettuce. And that is it. Well, let's see what my son has to say.
What? So tell me your criticism again, so I can.
The grain part, the little bumps kind of break down immediately.
The bumpy part of the breading. Okay.
You see what I mean there? It doesn't stop being crunchy. It just breaks down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it feels kind of like if there's a bunch of super tiny pieces. I don't know. I just don't like that part of the texture.
Got it. I like it though. And
Yeah, it totally tastes good. I just.
it could be because it's potato and not corn, like the Frito, whatever the Cheetos would be. That would probably be crispier than the potato chips. Yeah, I think it feels like a potato chip.
Let's try that next time.
Definitely.
It's really good.
And the fact that it's a fried chicken sandwich at all with pickles, I like it.
So there it is, Flamin' Hot Fried Chicken Sandwich. I'd say it's a win on this one. My other son is mostly vegetarian, so I did the same process with some tater tots, and I think that came out pretty well too. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.